Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to anyone watching. It's morning here in Singapore, and welcome everyone once again to my inspiring people and inspiring stories. And today, I'm excited to have with me Dave. Hi, Dave.
Hello, Rebecca. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Okay, thank you so much for coming on and to share your story. And yeah, would you like to share and just introduce yourself to everyone? Like, who is Dave?
Uh, Dave is a normally boring person because I was in the IT industry for 20 over years. So someone who can stay in IT for 20 years must be damn boring.
uh, I don't know
So
because IT to me is out of bounds. So yeah,
yeah,
like kudos to you. Very,
yeah.
very, very
So
rare.
these 20 years is not in one company. Uh, Actually, I never stay long in any company lah. So every 1 year, I would quit my job and start a new one because I want that few $100 increment. Every time you change a job, you
Oh
definitely
yeah,
ask for higher, man. There's no way you ask for lower. Okay, then is
yeah.
no point changing job. So that's why I want the higher, maybe $100 or $200 more than the previous one. And but it doesn't give me any job satisfaction. That's why I quit. And just nice in 2019, end of
Mm-hmm.
2019, I think that's the going to start of the COVID. Okay?
Yeah.
So I can sense that I'm going to lose my job soon. Because
Oh.
when you stay inside a company, you will have a feeling that when you want to go, you whether you quit or you get fired or retrenched by a company. So
Mm.
right now, really right in 2020, I lost my job. For the one whole year, I got no income.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, but uh, I doesn't give up. So now I still in IT and I have a kid that's 10 years old. That's why I still
Mm-hmm.
working for now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is not my solitary income. Okay, so I have a happy family, a job, and some side incomes. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I like I said, I invite people who inspire me, and you are one of them. So I really want to know, like, um what made you really step into this digital business? Like you said, you
Uh,
lost your job and stuff.
Okay, I summarize the 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
That is trading time for money and trading life for money. Okay, what's the difference? So, let's say in my earliest day when my parents still around, they actually have a dream that was to bring them travel to Europe countries because all they can afford or went to is was only Asia country like China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, or even Indonesia. So they never have a chance to step foot on Europe soil. Okay, so this is my dream is bringing them over. So at that time, I was working in job. Was also working in some other businesses. So actually trading my life for money means I work until late night then come back. So uh, so I have hardly any time for my parents
Mm-hmm.
because I think that by spending more time in life, I can save more money to bring them. But unfortunately, I could not save enough to bring them over before they pass on. So this is trading life. What is trading life means? Your normal job is 9 to 6. Even after 6, you still need to bring work back home to do until
Mm-hmm.
12, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. This is trading your life away because you're
Yeah.
sacrificing your family time. So this is trading life. So the second part is trading time. It's 9 to 6, every day 9 to 6, 9 to 6. But your pay is fixed and fixed and fixed. It's, the increment is no will not be much, maybe $50, 100 per year if you
Yeah.
perform well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in as you see, even US, the inflation rate is so high that the Federal Reserve need to increase interest rate.
Yeah.
Since Singapore is pegged to US, So Singapore inflation will be very high soon, definitely.
Yeah.
And what our PM said in the Mayday, be prepared for recession in the next 2 years. So I don't want to lose my job again and have a 1 year or 2 year break from having any income. And I'm not young. I'm not 20s. I'm already in the late 40s. So I definitely cannot rely on just one job.
Yeah.
That's why I stepped into this digital business because
Hmm.
10 or 20 years ago, I already in internet marketing because I paid for those gurus like few $1,000 for 3 day, 4 day course. And after
Yeah.
that, I have to make use of the knowledge myself to trial and error because there's no one to guide me, no one to no updated trainings, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like you studying for degrees. 5 years ago, you start a degree in maybe in electronic or mechanical or accounting. 5 years later,
Mhm.
you graduated. Do you think the 5 years of knowledge is enough for you to survive in current world? No, because 5 years
Yeah.
later, the knowledge may be more updated, more advanced, whatever you're trying to do. So whatever you study in the 5 years back may be outdated already. So
True.
that's why I'm here. Because this digital business is not just about yourself, it's about a community where you can learn from each other from all over the world. There's trainings provider, there's mentor provider to you. This is what
Yeah.
I lacked in my previous businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what made me step into this digital business.
Yeah. I mean it, and you were also one because you are in the IT industry, right? So a lot of times when we have a lot of technical stuff, and you have you around in the community to help us with the technical stuff, which is like, wow, we have people from all around, all walks of life, and with you around, it's like, wow, you can help us with your experience, and of course, there's also others who have that experience. So it's like, yeah, we get all sorts of support, like you said, and uh, to me that has changed my life because I never had any kind of support last time as well. Like you said, like we have to figure things out ourselves, but over here is very different, right? So I mean, to me it changed my life a lot. I mean, what about you? Like, how has coming into this business, like how has that changed your life?
My life changed a lot. Okay, if you compare to last time when I start my internet marketing, I always a lot of time on try to build a website, try to build a blog. All this doesn't generate money because
Mm,
you're just troubleshooting your domains, everything. Okay. So but
mm,
here I don't need to waste so much time. It's already built out for you. It's live, working for me at the background. Then I have more time to spend with my family.
mm,
And
mm,
and this business is not just talking about digital marketing. There will be like other courses, trainings like goal setting, uh, learn more about law of abundance, etc. So now I know what I want in life for the next 20 years. So I already map out what I want, and
mm.
life is much more rosy, more happier than before. Before, maybe you can describe myself as a zombie going through phase of life, work, eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep. Every day is the same. It's boring,
Mm,
maybe. Now I enjoy life more, enjoy time with my family more, and you have a goal. When you have a goal, you live more happier because you
yeah.
know what your future will be in the near 5 to 10 or 20 years. That is
Yes.
very, very important. Our life is short, so we must live happily, ma. So why so
Yes.
stressed out about thinking where to find money, where to have put bread on the table for your family, etc. No, I don't want this kind of stress because I want to enjoy while we can in this earth until we leave this earth. Yeah.
Yeah, agree. I mean, yes, that's very true. And with what you shared, like, it's so inspiring. And would you have any advice for anyone watching? Like, Yeah.
Yeah, my advice is uh, gone are the days where you think having one income and one saving account is enough. It's never enough now. Inflation has crept up so high now. Okay, inflation will ease among us for the past 10 to 20 years. Maybe it's around 3% or maybe even 4% averagely. But now it's crossed more than that because of all the unstable situation around the world. Okay, so this is inevitable. This is something which we cannot control because it's a global situation. Whatever we can control is ourselves. So we cannot rely on just one job. So I'm not suggesting you to quit your job and go and find all those opportunities. No, you still stick with your job first while building your multiple streams of income. We need to have multiple streams of income to cover our expenses.
Yeah.
If I'm not sure if you have been to this uh, motivational guru called T. Half Ecker. His course, Millionaire Mind Intensive. Inside, he advocate all of us to have 6 cans. Okay, what is this? Six cans. Six cans. This 6 can is you can save portion of your income. Okay, for travel, for education, for your necessity, for your charity, self education, etc. So whichever can that you want to use, just use that can. Okay, so how to have 6 can? So it means you need to have 6 different streams of income. So you can all save to different cans. Then you will be more efficiently managing your money instead of one income, multiple expenses. This is majority people are facing one source of income, a lot of expenses, car loans, house loan, study loans, or whatever equipment loans are. Okay, so this you need to overturn that. More streams of income, less stream of expenses. Then we can live more comfortably in this current situation. So our business is so handy and so portable that even uh, people with zero knowledge, yes, I have knowledge, but that doesn't matter. When I come into this business, I come with a empty mindset. We learn again. Okay, so
Yep.
if you have zero digital knowledge, doesn't matter. As long as you are coachable and willing to learn, that's most important because all the trainings are very easy to learn. All step by step, like 5 to 10 minutes video. Like step one, do this, step two, do that. It's very easy, right? You just follow, follow, follow. Follow, you still don't understand, doesn't matter. The mentor will be there to guide you and help you
Yeah.
to teach you because everyone ultimately uh, have different path to take, different strategy to take. So that's where your mentor come in to do a customized strategy for you to make sure you go the right path. Okay, so no one path is suitable for everyone. Everyone will go different path. Okay,
Yep.
so mentor plus training is what everyone will need. Okay, it's something like a dummy guide really. Okay,
Yeah.
so and the best thing about this business, you do not need your working hours like 9 to 6, maybe 1 to 2 hours per day, enough to do some posts, reply your leads, inquiries, or maybe attend trainings or your weekly trainings. Other than that, you can spend whatever time with your family, do whatever thing you like. Okay, so as long this system is live, you got nothing to worry about. You only
Yep.
need to worry about customizing your ads. So your mentor will help you. So it's very, very easy. Okay, start now. Okay, because the I can foresee the future is more and more complex and more difficult if you really still rely on one source of income. It's not enough.
Yep.
So why not this business? This business already globally 100K plus of people all around the world already in this business. Doctor, nurses, lawyer, business owners, or even normal workers like us. also inside this business because they see the opportunity. They can create multiple sources of income in this community. It's very, very important. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much for this great advice. Yeah, it's eye opener, and yeah, anybody watching, yeah, listen to what Dave has to say, and like it really brings us to a point where we know that we need to prepare ourselves for the future, and we need to um, take care of our family by building a safety net for us to yeah, have a stable future, and not have to worry about the future. So take a look at this, because this might or might not be for you. This is not for everyone, for sure, because this is not a get rich quick scheme. You won't get rich quick overnight, but this is something that works for many, for thousands of people. So take a look. It won't harm you, because it's a non-obligatory session. You can take a look. If it doesn't fit you, then it's okay. At least you took a look, right? And yeah, so thank you so much for your time, and thank you for listening to Dave's story. And I hope to see you next week with another special guest coming on. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for your time, Dave. Thank you once again. Bye.
Bye.